the show itself,
Hello.
and you'll get
We're dealing with
daily gaming
advertising
content from the rest.
spiel. Let me just turn that down. Wait, no, let me
One of
turn
the
it back
presenters
up.
on the FGS team, and you can come watch
then
me
just-
gab about my favourite
shut
games.
up. Dude, be quiet. I'm just gonna mute you. Hey, what's happening? great start to the stream. Another dude on my stream blabbing about, I don't know, shit with a bike on the wall. That's weird. And that's weird. Oh, and apparently it's frozen. Oh no, he just disappeared. They just took him off air. How you doing? How's it going? You enjoying the weather? You can tell I am. I'm more red than the previous. Look at that. I'm red. I'm cooking. I'm like bacon over here. Yeah, it's been good. It's been a great day. Been out and about, eating food, eating ice cream. Had some real mid fish and chips. Super mid fish and chips, by the way. That was the low point of the day. But good food, good walking, good sun tanning, good sunbathing, obviously. If that's not obvious. Burp. Just tweeting out that we're doing this. So it's not the most exciting stream start. That's alright, because no one's here yet. Or very few people here. Maybe hundreds of people are here. I don't know. Alright, well actually, I guess we'll start properly. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Let me go full screen mode. I'm still in the basement. I'm still in exile. Away from my homeland. Although I guess this is my homeland as well. Let me just crank this camera up a bit. But I'm in exile. I'm in Scotland. But I'm taking a full advantage of it. I'm in a nice, cool basement. Usually every stream I do is like absolutely boiling hot. Because the sun, where the sun's positioned, it's always beaming into my window about the time that I do streams in the evening. And my house just gets like really, really fucking hot. And it's really hot at the moment, which doesn't help, but I'm in a nice cold basement. I don't have beaming lights coming into my eyes. Obviously, the quality, camera quality, everything. The visage, the aesthetic isn't quite there. I'm in an extremely old basement full of tat. But hey, you know, sometimes you find yourself in a basement full of tat. What can I say? I'm going to just take a look real quick at basically what we're doing here. I mean, I'm mainly just doing the stream as like practice, just to get better at streaming. So I don't really care about the future. This is not an event that I've been hyped for or looking forwards to or interested in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know, it's coming from, this is by Games Radar. It's starting in 10 minutes, 11 minutes. We're going to be looking at apparently a bunch of new games. We'll feature 10 world burp. I've been eating muffins as well, sorry. We're going to see 10 world premieres. Looking at a new bunch of games, including Lords of the Fallen, Stray Gods, Life by You, Sea Smash VRS, VR Skater. That one actually looks pretty good. VR Skater looks pretty good. Although there's a guy in Fuji doing like the ultimate VR skateboarding game. I forgot the name of it, but it's the shit. But it's like a lone dev. Just no one's ever heard of this thing, but it looks incredible. Blows the shit out of VR Skater, I think. But I don't know if that guy's working on that anymore. I hope he is. I hope he's still going with it. Actually, I'm going to try find that now. Like, VR skateboarding plus Fuji. I don't even know if he is in Fuji. I might be totally wrong. Unless this is the same game. Is this the same game? Hang on. Hold up.
Are you excited?
No.
I think it switches, but for me, right.
It's not. It ain't. Might be Fiji, actually. Fiji? Yeah, I typed Fuji. I don't think that's a real place. Fiji? Yeah, Grind Punk. Grind Punk VR. Let me hit this up real quick. You guys see this? I'll just turn it down. Again, I'm still on one monitor, which is like unbelievably frustrating.
Beardo Benjo.
Beardo Benjo.
and
Yeah, this. So this skateboarding
scratching
game
on
has
the
like
board. You can change your
it's doing
character,
stuff
but
like
not
what we're
currently
doing in
the
Gun
alpha.
Day, where you
This is
can
a
like actually
placeholder, but
fall over.
again,
Like if
eventually
you
you'll be able to
fumble your
gender, skin
ollie or
tone,
whatever, or hit a
etc.
rail,
Right
you
now, I
actually
don't
like
know
fall
really
off and tumble
who
around.
I am. I
Which
know I've got
a lot of
really
people
thick thighs.
think. Let me just mute him. A lot of people think in VR that like actually swinging people around and having them tumbling and stuff will generate motion sickness and nobody will enjoy it and it'll be terrible. To me, it's a tolerance thing, but we've done a lot of this stuff with Gun Day and Project Web, the Spider-Man game that we're working on, where we've got backflipping, front flipping, cartwheeling, diving. When you get hit by a concussive blast, you go flying and you ragdoll. Your player character ragdolls and your head is attached to your head, so you go flying with it and you're like, woo! And it's great. Like, it's awesome. Sometimes you go a bit like, bleh, but for the most part, we've all been fine with it. So I think it's just it's a tolerance issue. And obviously just having high frame rate. Yeah, if you have low frame rate and you're getting shaken around, like, that's bad whether you're looking at a screen or you're wearing a headset. But obviously it's worse wearing the headset. So long as the game's running decently, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. But yeah, this to me looks awesome because you're not using hand controls. I don't believe using hand controls like VR Skater to kind of emulate your feet. I could be completely wrong about that. I can't really remember. I can't remember too much about this game. All I remember is that this is pretty fucking cool. Grindpunk VR. Grindpunk VR. Let me every time I switch cameras as well, I got to switch back to OBS, which is so annoying. Just to see that it's actually working. Grindpunk VR by Mega Automato. This guy. Solo indie dev. Yeah, he was doing alpha testing. Oh, there we go. No, he's still working on it. That's cool. Could have done with some music. Maybe needs a bit of marketing pizzazz to just sex up the footage that we're watching. But it is cool. Really cool. Looks great. Like this to me looks like an element of the future of VR. That's what I keep talking about. Did that say ACAB? Oh, that's great. That's awesome. You got a bit of ACAB spray paint there. Don't tell me he's a lib shit. Say it ain't so. Although, to be fair, I don't like cops either, so... No, it said Barabo or something. But that's great. Like, stuff like that is really going against the grain of what is VR orthodoxy. So, wait, can you even see that? Yes, you can. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I gotta get a second monitor. That was so stupid of me, not bringing two monitors. Absolutely killer. Alright, let's, Oh, and this has gone down. That's cool. And that's good. Yeah, not the best of connections. Scotland's not really caught up on the whole fiber optic thing. I'm sure like Glasgow and Edinburgh sorted, but if you are in a weird, if you're in anywhere outside of Glasgow or Edinburgh city central, I have a feeling you're probably suffering from very bad internet speeds like me. I know that I've been like losing frames and all sorts while doing this shit. So yeah, not been great, not been awesome, but it is what it is. I'm afraid, it is what it is. Oh, whoa, whoops. Bringing up personal information there. Gonna have to edit that out. See, this is what I mean about having two monitors. Oh, wait, no, you shouldn't be able to see that. That's Discord. Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh, my God. Thought I was bringing up Discord there for a second. But we're all good. We're all good. So, yeah, let me just, I'm just gonna respond to somebody on Discord right now.
Good to see you all.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Ready for this? We have about 5 minutes until showtime, so I need to go find Yuri. I just checked my script though, and this show is packed. Let me give you a little sneak peek. There's trailers from Lords of the Fallen, Layers of Fear, Instinction,
Oh, you can't see
Firewall
what you can't
Ultra,
see this lady.
Life by You. Basically, you're gonna want to stick around.
Am I? You're gonna want to stick around.
See you at 5.
Okay. Well, you're not sticking it. Okay. I thought you were gonna give. Oh, that was the sneak peek. Okay, cool. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, we were talking about VR Skater, and there's gonna be voice actors talking, and there's also gonna be there's gonna be the PC gaming show tomorrow, right after the Xbox. Oh, I don't know. Can I handle that? I don't know if I can handle doing a back-to-back. Oh, like Xbox Showcase followed by PC Gamer Showcase when all of these things have been like 2 out of 10s. That's gonna be like a 3-hour hardcore nightmare. I don't know about that. I'm already dealing with like night terrors every other night. I don't know if I can deal with a waking night terror to add on to it. Stacked night terrors. Shit. I don't like the sound of that, quite frankly. No. Nope. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, what also sucks, I may as well just rant. I'm just ranting into the ether right now, which is fine. What also sucks is like, nothing to do with the show, but it's to do with us right now. It's like, we've been trying really hard with ET to get off the ground. It's only been like weeks of actually properly trying this content first approach, and it has started to work. Like, we have been getting thousands of views on videos. TikTok, we had one blow up and we've done 250,000 hits and we've got a lot of followers and we're now able to live stream on TikTok and there's more activity on the Discord again. So like, there are things which are working, which is good, but it really is just like, it's such a slog and a grind to get like, to be doing streams with like 0 viewers, to be putting out videos that just don't get picked up. And frustrating element to me is not like, oh, well, we deserve more attention right now. It's like, well, you know, we deserve as much attention as we can garner, and we've only been doing this for a short period of time. It's more like, after using TikTok, like unlocking TikTok live streaming functionality, doing one stream there off the cuff on like the floor of my office, just lying on the floor, like, I'll just hit go and I'll just click buttons and see what happens. We're able to get over like 100 people over the course of like an hour, dropping in, dropping out, watching. Most people didn't stick around for too long, but a few people did actually stick around for almost the whole thing. And so it's frustrating when you go to like Twitch and YouTube and all these other platforms and Twitter, and it's just like, in terms of discoverability and actually getting your message out there, it's like, it doesn't help you at all. There's like nothing assistive. So it's more just like tasting the fruit of success with one platform and then coming back to the others and going like, holy shit, this is just like, it feels like an impossible slog, you know, mountain to climb up. It sucks, but I know that what we've got to do is what we're already doing, which is like making clips, seeding that out on as many different platforms as possible, doing more community engagement. I mean, I've done community stuff on Discord, but in terms of like tweeting every single day, using the YouTube community tab every single day, that's just not my bread and butter. I'm just not in that mindset, in that routine. So I've got to learn how to do it and fast. And that will all help, all of that together. And then I know that we've got to start connecting with other influencers, with other streamers, whether it's getting stuck in drama, doing other stuff. Like, I know that we got to do all that. It's just, it's tough when your whole life got destroyed and you're trying to rebuild this all from scratch. And there's so many just, you know, existing pressures. Economy sucks, don't have money, you know, company blew up, trying to rebuild everything. It's, you know, it's an absolute fucking slog, but a lot of it's been enjoyable. A lot of this has been extremely enjoyable, and I'm trying to treat all of this like these kind of things are just learning experiences. Like, even if I do a stream, like, I could do the best stream of my life up till this point right now. Maybe that's what this is going to be. And it could be that I'm just going to see 0 viewers the entire time. And it's like, what I've learned from doing this and doing, you know, other endeavors, just running my own businesses, but also watching people, you know, other influencers, other streamers. It's like, it is tenacity, it is consistency. It is about just continuing to do this again and again and again, and being outcome independent, like not caring. If it's 0 viewers or 1,000 viewers, shouldn't affect my commitment to doing it and my commitment to improving the streams and improving content. I hope this isn't too loud. This is blasting fucking sound. Holy shit. Okay, we're getting advertised too. I'm gonna put that very, very quiet so you can still hear the ads, but you can also actually hear me. Crazy. Crazy. Also, dealing with new neighbors at this property, and unbelievably fucking rude right off the bat. Like day 2, and they've like blocked us all in with their cars. It's just like the rudest shit imaginable. Haven't even talked to us. Just crazy. All right. Oh, enough about me ranting about my neighbors. Here we go. I think we are beginning the show. I'm very excited. This stream also. I gotta create a better setup. I'll just out and out say this layout kind of sucks. This isn't good. It's better than just I put an image in the background. It's not just a black background, but goddamn, I should have like tabs and
Hey
it should
everyone,
say
I'm
stuff,
Laura Bailey,
what
though
we're
you may know
doing,
me
who
best
we
as
are.
the voice of Abby in
Hey, I'm
Alaska
learning.
2,
I'm
Mary
learning
Jane
over it.
Watson in Marvel Spider-Man, or maybe even the host of the June 2021 Future Game Show. And now I am back, and this time on a super cool stage to host this year's Future Game Show
Branded
Summer Showcase
stage.
presented
Not
by
great start.
Intel.
Yucky.
But as we all know, with great power comes great
I like how that's
responsibility,
stood
and
basically on the
thankfully,
logo, though. I
I've
do
got
like
Yuri
that.
here to share it with me.
So
Bad
glad
positioning.
we got that out of the way soon.
Yeah, like
Okay,
his left
thanks,
foot,
Laura.
like a bit of
It's
dog
great
poo on
to
his
be
foot.
here.
It's just
I'm Yuri
smearing over the
Lowenthal,
side of the
and
corner
I'm
of the
voice
Intel
Sasuke
logo.
on
I like
Naruto,
that.
Yosuke in Persona 4, and of course, Peter Parker in Marvel Spider-Man. But tonight, I'm swapping out the Spidey suit for something a little more suave. Think less thwips, more quips. Actually,
Ooh.
just like Spider-Man.
Exactly.
We love quips.
Yuri and I have been on plenty of adventures, like when we explored the Midnight Channel with a talking teddy bear.
Or when we brought down Mr. Negative.
Right?
Well, me.
I know.
Hey,
But
they're
let
talking
tell
about
you,
me.
nothing
Hey, I'm in the
prepares
show.
you for a stacked showcase full of video game news.
You're telling me. Now, I've had a sneaky little look at what's to come.
God,
We've
this
got
is
demo
so,
drops,
like-
developer presentations.
There's no
gameplay
audience, so it's
trailers,
just it's another
montages,
direct,
and
but it
of
just feels
course,
so like lifeless.
Premieres.
Oh yeah.
Wish list at the ready, folks. And remember, if something catches your eye during the show, head to gamesradar.com to read more about it.
All right.
I think we've
I'm
covered
not
all
gonna do that. I
bases.
don't read.
So let's
Reading
kick things
sucks.
off with something really
Reading
special.
is for losers.
Please welcome Tamara Jokic and Gilad Baraka.
Put
who
it
are
in
here
a
to deliver
TikTok.
a very
Put it in a
special
30. I'll
performance
read.
of
Yeah, I'll
Worlds
read
from Beyond,
TikToks. Like if you
from
have
the
a,
soundtrack
I'm not gonna watch
to
a TikTok if it doesn't have captions, so I do read, but I exclusively read captions on TikToks. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. This is a weird video game. Oh right, I thought I was thinking like this is the game. It's like mixing like low poly and live action people.
¿Dónde vamos? ¿A dónde llegamos? Si no hay rumbo ni marea.
I'm cringing a little bit. This is a bit.
Luz de luz.
And again, I keep ranting about every single stream I've done on all these showcases. I keep saying the same thing, but it's true. It's like, I don't see how this gets people hyped for your game. I mean, I can see in the chat. I know you can't see the chat. I can. People saying, like, nobody cares, laughing emojis, L. Like, this doesn't get me excited for the product. Like, I know that there's probably, like, a really heartfelt story. It's beautiful! And all that kind of stuff, but it's like, this is not... You've got to actually hype me for a game that I'm going to spend 20 to 50 quid on, okay? I got to feel excited to play it. There's got to be a bit of marketing pizzazz going on that's getting me excited. I'm watching some middle-aged people play like Spanish, Italian acoustic music with intermittent low-poly graphical stuff. Okay, a bit of gameplay. Like, okay, now we're finally getting to the gameplay. And it, oh, it's like a turn-based. Here's your future. Hey gamers, here's your future. This is the future of gaming. Don't look to the past, look to the future. And weep. Oh, it's beautiful though. No one did it better than Donna Burke. If you're gonna do the whole like, whoa, whoa, like, get Donna out of retirement. Sorry. No offense to this lovely lady. Am I crazy? Like the show, like this has been what, 80% them singing and rendered as singing. 80% of this game trailer has been a musical performance. Like, am I I'm not crazy, right? I'm not... Am I crazy? Am I insane? Like... Hey. Hey, am I crazy? Hey. Am I crazy over here? Or is this insane? There's no gameplay. They just... Like an indie perform... They're going to the fucking... Ruby Lounge or something. Watching an acoustic set with like 4 other people. Like, what? Wait, is it frozen? Can you guys see that? I don't know. I don't know if it keeps freezing for you guys. 'Cause I can't have OBS. I can't have OBS. I'm gonna go on screen. I need 2 screens. I'm gonna buy another screen. High water. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know. The game could be great. It could be shit.
Well,
You didn't
that was
really...
beautiful. Thanks again to
Not
Tamara
really.
and
You didn't really show us
Tidewater
anything,
was
so...
previously available on Netflix, but today we are pleased to reveal that it's coming to PC,
Oh, it's a
PlayStation 5, Xbox
I thought I
Series
recognized
X
the name. Yeah, it's a
and S,
Netflix
and
games
Nintendo
mobile
Switch
port.
in the summer. Make sure to wishlist it on Steam.
Oh, so, you know, the future
Alright,
of games is
before
like,
we
hey,
get
the,
to our
the
first world
runoff
premiere,
from
we've got a
Netflix
quick
games.
update.
What doesn't
During
work
this year's
there,
Spring
or what maybe
Showcase,
has
we
worked,
announced that
I mean,
the
no
world of
Netflix
future
games have
game show
worked,
is
but so,
expanding
it's like,
with the
hey,
launch
this
of
hasn't
new
made us
FGS
the money that we
YouTube
need,
and TikTok
so, hey,
And
now it's
after
on
we wrap up
Switch,
today,
cool.
You'll be able to go
Okay.
deeper into selected games from the show with exciting videos from the growing FGS editorial team. Search for FGS on YouTube or TikTok, and look out for the channel logo you can see behind us.
All right, let's keep this
Okay.
engine running. I think it's time for our very first world premiere.
Alright, now we're getting into the good stuff, cool. I'd have started with something like this, like an exciting, it's like something bombastic to make the event memorable,
So-
but whatever.
Why are we really doing this? I thought you hated racing.
I need to get into the city again.
All white
Who
characters
is
so
going to
far.
walk away with this year's City
Big W.
Pass?
Oh, okay, I
Tune
spoke too
in
soon.
and find out. It's
And
going
there's
to
the
be
diversity.
one hell of a ride.
And there's the like artificial like cookie cutter box ticking diversity. Okay.
He can't be allowed.
Hey, but that looks cool. Show us more of the game. Stop talking about the narrative. Alright, cool. Like F-Zero kind of like racing mechanics mixed with like Redline. I like that. That's sweet. Yeah, definitely going for like a Redline feel.
Aster, what would you like to say to all your fans?
Resistor. Alright.
Welcome to the world of Resistor, a post-apocalyptic car PG where you build a ragtag team of racers. It's coming soon to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, so get it on your wish list.
Alright. I might get
What's
it on
next, Jerry?
Switch.
Well, here we go from the post-apocalyptic to the
Yeah,
prehistoric.
I'd have kicked the show off with
It's
that.
dinosaur time.
My favorite part of the day. Let's see it.
My quality is a bit scuffed. I'm just gonna keep. You're just gonna have to deal with a slightly lower quality. I'm on a like copper wire internet connection here. Scotland hasn't joined us in the 21st century yet. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to deal with low quality 480p dinosaurs. Sorry. I can't really tell what's going on. Not just with the quality, it's like, was she turning it? Was your character turning invisible? Was the dinosaur turning invisible? Oh, it's like Aztec. Hey, they're stealing from Robot Champions. We did Aztec dinosaurs first. I know we never released that game and we died. Oh fuck. And there goes the stream. Shit. No, we did Dinosaurs X Aztec Mayan first. Yes, we didn't release that game because our company died. It doesn't change the fact that we did it first. They're stealing from us. We did post that shit on Twitter, so hey, we'll give it to you for free. We're not gonna be able to sue you. What's going on? Give me internet. Fuck. Oh, that's annoying. Wait, everyone else is posting L. Nice. Okay, it's not. All right, it's not me. It's not me. It's everybody else. Everyone. I don't know if you can see this. Okay, it ain't me. Don't blame me. Blame them. Alright, we must be on to a new game. That's pretty sweet. Wonder if this is VR. This should be a VR game. Nice. Nice. Great trailer. I'm more judging the trailers and the showmanship. I don't really give a fuck
Right?
about many
I mean,
games
I
because
get the
these are
whole
all my
Fox
competitors,
thing,
so I don't want to
but
hype them up
it's
too
really
much.
action.
But hey, in
was
terms
your
of just
first
like, hey,
win to
delivering
get
like a
Star
nice,
Trek,
concise what
which
this
coming
game
in
is,
2024.
But
ticked
now
all
it's
the,
time
ticked all the
to
right
shift
boxes. I
gears
like that.
to demon gods and dark.
Alright.
On behalf of Hexworks, welcome to the Lords of the Fallen Gameplay Showcase. Today, we're taking a closer look at our all-new dark fantasy action RPG, arriving this October on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Cool. It's kind of dark
Successor
Soulsian.
to the original 2014 release, it acts as a full reboot for the franchise, taking place
I'm
in a
gonna try and
vast,
boot up the quality a bit.
interconnected world over
This is
1,000
scuffy
years.
shit. Sorry guys.
Successor to the
There we go.
original 2014 release, it acts as a full reboot for the franchise,
That's still look good
taking
too.
place in a vast,
Yeah.
interconnected world over 1,000 years later.
Alright.
Featuring colossal boss battles, fast, challenging
Yeah,
combat,
I think
and
we
deep,
reacted to this
immersive storytelling.
earlier in the week. I
Players
mean, a
will
lot of these
journey
games blend
across
into each
two
other. This could be
parallel realms
Bloodborne, Dark
in
Souls,
this
Souls,
expansive
Reaper,
RPG
Reaper,
experience.
Souls. Like,
The world of the living,
looks like a lot of
Axiom,
pre-existing
and the
games,
world of the
but
dead,
hey, this would be up like
Umbrella,
Michael
with each
Street.
featuring its
I'm probably
own
not going to
unique
play it.
pathways,
Honestly, I'm not
characters,
going to be playing it,
enemies,
but
and, of course,
I don't know if
treasures.
Michael, if you're still with us, I hope
And
you
while
are. Fingers
Axiom
crossed.
presents its own challenges,
I don't know, press
untold
W
horrors
or
await
F in
in
chat.
its
Win or
nightmarish
fail.
counterpart.
What is this? You tell me.
Thanks
This is
to
your
the
shtick.
Umbral Lamp, players can enter this lightless world at any time in one of two ways. When slain by the foes of Axiom, at which point you'll resurrect in the same location, albeit in Umbral, or by performing the Umbral Rift and willingly sacrificing
I once
one of your
performed the
two
Umbral
lives.
Rift on a lady,
But the lamp
and it didn't go
holds
well.
yet more power, granting the ability to flay the soul
like a
from an
Patrice
enemy
O'Neal bit,
for
like
some
you had to
high
say.
damage attacks, and even manipulate
gonna
the
Umbral
very
Rift a bitch.
environment of the Umbral world.
The Umbral world.
However, the longer you spend in this wraith-ridden plane, the greater number of spectral terrors that will hunt you down. But
Yeah,
as
it's like
harrowing as the
Stranger
Hellions
Things
of
meets
Umbral
Dark
are,
Souls.
They
That's
pale
cool.
in comparison to the game's brutal boss battles. Towering above the ever-burning
I'm
city
personally
of
like, I'm
Kalath,
really anti-boss
this
battle.
gargantuan
Outside of like very
monstrosity
specific
doesn't
use
take
cases,
kindly
I
to
find
would-be
boss battles to be
adventurers.
like very.
The demonic presence
They
within,
suck up so
ready
much
to
resource
devour
and time.
any
Like
and
I've built
all
boss
within
battles, we've
sight.
worked on stuff with them, and it's like they take so much time and effort to make, but they're such like a
merciless
specialist moment
torturer,
of the game.
prepared to
Like I always
carry
go
out
back to
any
Halo. It's like
atrocity
Halo was
in
all
the
about
name
the
of
30
his
seconds of
faith.
fun.
Tancred,
At least Halo
the
1,
master of
that
castigations,
entire game
is
had
the
no boss
devout
battles, but
chaplain
tons of
the
memorable
hallowed
moments.
Sentinels.
It technically had a boss
Though
battle where you
beneath
had to
the
blow up
pie's
the
veil,
reactor at the end. It
his
kind of
very
acted
own
like a boss
flesh
battle, but it
conceals
didn't
a
have the
truth
health
most
bar. It
proudly.
didn't have the crazy animations, the global glab, moments which take up loads of time and resources to
When
make, but
Howard
you only get to
Durza
experience for like
ventured
20
into the deepest
seconds.
depths
And it
of
made
this
the game more
world to
playable and
thwart
it
the
flowed
undead
better, and
rising.
then in Halo 2 they
What she
added boss battles
discovered
and they sucked.
was so
And it's like,
utterly horrific.
you know,
She
I
renounced
just
her
there are.
former
I'm
life
not
and
anti-boss
commitment
battle.
to
I'm not
a
like
far darker oath.
boss battle racist or something.
Pre-order
I'm not a
Lords of the
bigot
Fallen
against
now,
bosses.
and prepare
Hey, I'm
to
a boss.
unleash the darkness
But
on Friday
yeah, I
the
just
13th
find boss
of
battles in
October.
most games just be like really fucking boring, and it's sort of like it impedes the ability to replay a game because you're like, oh god, I was having fun killing these dudes, and now I gotta do this thing where the guy is invincible and he does one-hit kills, and then his chest opens and it's a glowing red thing, and
Lords
it's
of
like,
the Fallen is
yeah,
coming to
okay, you know,
PC,
yeah,
PlayStation, and
sucks.
Xbox on
I hate
October
it.
13th, 2023.
Unless
And you
it's
can
Lilac
wishlist
Wars.
it right
I love
now.
them in Lilac Wars. Boss battles there.
Wait, what
Can't
is
get
it? Are
enough
you
of
okay?
that. So hey, I'm a
Spidey
hypocrite.
sense is tingling. Oh, no, wait, it's something good. It's time for another world premiere.
I like the visuals there, right off the bat. Weird pigeons. Oh, it's Team 17 though, so I've got to immediately go on the attack. I hate it. I love pigeons, but it's Team 17, so I automatically despise this. I like the weirdness. it going to be like an NFT microtransaction? Is this like free-to-play? Is this like free-to-play like pigeon NFT microtransaction hell? There's a focus on cosmetics. I'm liking how silly it is, though. I'm a big silly head, quite frankly. This is right up my street. Just goofy, stupid shit. I do like it. Why does it have to be Team 17? Fuck! Sucks! Yeah, is it a battle royale? Is it a free-to-play battle royale? Yeah. So this is the point. Like I like it, but then the poison seeps in immediately. It was just like with Marathon, big Marathon announcement. You're like, fuck yeah, Bungie's right back at it, and then immediately it's like extraction shooter. Fuck. And like, oh yeah, they're owned by Sony, and Sony's planning to launch 10 live services in the next 5 years.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be shit. It's gonna be a live service extraction shooter, free to play,
Watch
battle
out for
pass
headbangers
orientated,
Rhythm
like
Royale, which is coming
shit
to PC,
experience.
PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in
Getting similar
2023.
vibes here, guys.
So,
Sorry.
what's next, Laura?
Oh, well, this
I wanna
game
love it.
debuted as a world
I wanna
premiere in
love it,
last year's
but
summer showcase, and now
I'm
we've
already
got a
hurt.
closer look at gameplay. This is The Last Faith, which some fans are describing as a pixelated take on Bloodborne.
A hunter's dream, you might say.
Another Bloodborne game. Okay.
A new dawn is at hand.
And that's maybe one of the worst elements of modern
The
gaming is just
secret
like,
has been
no,
snatched
I'm going to retract that statement immediately.
in the
Games has
hands
always
of
been
the
dominated with people doing Control-C, Control-V, you know, slightly adapt the formula type
But
design.
one
You could argue we
rises
did that with things like
above
Unbox and Robot Champions, but we always strive to be as additive as possible to those experiences.
A
I'm sure these,
blessed
maybe these guys are
The
trying to do the same, but
sweetness of
we've seen a lot of 2D pixel adaptations and approaches to doing like a Bloodborne, roguelike, rogue-esque type experience. It's like, we've seen this before. Like, we've got this. This is to me a bit derivative.
Only the
Artwork and
inevitable
everything's amazing,
can be
absolutely, of
further
course,
now.
but it's just, we've had this for so long throughout the history of gaming. It seems to have gotten worse these days. I mean, it absolutely has gotten worse. Not just because we have the sheer volume of number of games has increased, but just the amount of, like, we're doing X, but with a dash of Y. You know, it's a battle royale, but with this, or it's Bloodborne, but hey, now it's pixely. Okay, alright, okay. And now, you know, extraction, everyone's doing it's an extraction shooter,
That
but
was
it's
The
got
Last
loads of
Faith,
gay
a
characters, and
Gothic
it's an
Souls-like
extraction
coming
shooter,
to
but it's
PC,
marathon.
PlayStation, Xbox,
Yeah,
and
okay,
Nintendo Switch
like,
in October 2023.
We understand that your
wishlist
corporate
it right
overlords
now
want to make
on
as much
Steam.
money
We're
and jump
also
on whatever
thrilled to announce
bandwagon
that
is
The
most
Last Faith
popular
will
right
have a
now,
beta
but like
demo
that
this
doesn't
summer.
actually
If you wanna
generate
check
great
it out,
games. It
register
just
for
creates a bunch of
access
derivative
at
crap that we'll forget about in a few
thelastfaithgame.com.
years. And it'll
Our
just waste
next game
all of our
is a
time and
stealth
money.
action platformer set in the wake of a climate catastrophe. Let's take a trip.
I have
the
to immediately
world of
hate that.
Steel
Sorry,
Sea.
climate catastrophe. This is like predictive programming, like pro climate change nonsense, yada yada. So, as good as this could be, I'm gonna storm in a teacup, like tidal wave, you know, deadly destruction
Hello,
motifs
everybody.
going on.
I'm Carlo
Sorry guys,
Bianchi,
I
and
gotta
I'm the
hate you.
founder and game director
I've gotta
of
hate you,
Storm
and I've gotta
Entertainment.
end you. I'm sorry.
Let me introduce you, Zoe and Kobe, the dynamic duo that will accompany you during your journey.
What's this trend of black
Today,
people
we are
with blue
excited to
eyes?
show you the gameplay
I gotta
reveal
say,
of
I'm starting to get cultural appropriation, but it's like genetic appropriation. There's been
This
so
game
many pieces
is
of
a stealth
media
action game
over the past
with
like
a deep,
2-3 years in
complex,
particular
and lore-driven story.
with black people with blue eyes. It's like,
After a major climate catastrophe
and you know, this lady has
caused by
dreads, and
humans,
it's like, well, whenever we
the
do
AIs
anything, whenever
took
we have
control of the
dreads, or we're like,
situation
hey, we
in
love
order to
ramen
find
or
a
whatever,
way
it's
to
like
preserve
cultural
life.
appropriation. You're a fucking evil white guy.
Zoe is
But
looking
then
for her
they're
father
able to do
in
the
an
exact
underground
same
facility
thing, if not
built by
worse,
machines,
or
and
more
extremely
egregious, more
hostile to
obviously
humans.
like
The
taken
environment
in a
surrounding
way that's
Zoe
just not
is
natural,
huge
and apparently
and
that's
takes
fine.
heavy
Like no one can
inspiration
complain.
from
It's just
popular
annoying, and again,
novels,
it's like
movies,
I'm
and
not.
anime.
I don't actually give a shit. It's more just I can see the corporate
Zoe needs Kobe
ESG
to
box
help with
ticking that's
exploration,
happening behind the scenes,
environment
where it's like,
interaction,
well, we
stealth
gotta
and
have an amount of diversity
Their
in the
bond
game.
will grow stronger
But
the more
if we
challenges
just
they will
do
face together.
the straight up black person or the woman or whatever, it's like people are
Facing
catching
enemies
on, but
without
that just
using Kobe
reveals
is
like
extremely
boring
dangerous.
corporate
The
design. So
planning
we've got
phase
to
using your
garnish it
companion
with little
is
little
essential.
twists, little tweaks, just to keep it a little bit
Sometimes a
fresh.
stealth
Like it
approach
still
to problematic
stinks, but it
scenarios is
stinks
preferable.
slightly less.
And a good execution
And I think the
will be
blue
highly
eyes on black
rewarded.
people example is just like, hey,
The
you
environment
never see that
will
in real
offer you
life.
many ways to deal with the enemies. Be the silent
I
assassin.
think we saw this a while back.
Should
I'm
you
sure
feel
we
more
reacted
aggressive,
to this
or if you screw up the
like a
stealth
few
approach,
months ago.
a fast-paced and tactical combat system will allow
I
you
can't
to
remember.
unleash your combat abilities on the enemies. Don't forget the Cobb is there to help you with ranged attacks and skills. Your companion really makes the difference between life and death.
Yeah, I mean,
If you still feel underpowered,
other than my
a complex
ESG orientated
system
rant, I don't really have
based on
much
challenges
for
will
this.
allow you to expand Zoe and Cobby's passive
Sorry
and active
guys. Sorry
The
guys,
challenge
I'm
system
failing
is
to bring the
designed to render
entertainment
the
on this
experience
particular
more dynamic
segment.
and fun.
I got
Also,
nothing.
In dangerous times, you may require dangerous friends. Use Kobe to hack into an enemy system to make it fight with you. Your new ally will create hilariously engaging combat scenarios.
Yeah, people saying
There are
like
many
this,
more
this feels like
abilities
a
that you
game
can
from
unlock from the
2006.
skills
It
tree.
does like this feels
Choose
very.
wisely.
This feels kind of. It looks nice.
Thanks for your
Ish. I
time
mean, it
with
doesn't
us.
look.
Steel Seed is a truly emotional
What would be the right way of
experience
saying it?
that will
Yeah, I mean,
test
some
your
of
inner
these set
humanity.
pieces are nice.
The
Like
game
some
is
effort's
coming
been
to
put
PC,
in. It just doesn't really
Microsoft,
have much of an
Xbox, and Sony
identity.
PlayStation.
Steel
Stay tuned.
Seed. But you know, beyond the
Steel Seed
visuals,
is
beyond
coming
the
soon to PC,
quality of the
PlayStation, and
aesthetic, like
Xbox.
yes, it's like
Man, I
HD
gotta
and
say,
whatever, like, and it
force
has
acting is
lighting.
so much easier when you're
Mechanically,
not
I
wearing a skin-tight
don't
suit.
think that's.
Am I right?
Wait a second. Are you
It's not
telling
getting
me
me super
you
excited.
wear the Spidey suit when you record?
No.
We need to talk after this. But right now, we've got a double feature focusing on Distant Bloom and Go Fight Fantastic. Let's get into it.
All right. Double. Well, oh, I thought they were gonna do like a split screen, like they just talk about both games simultaneously. Like those TikToks where you're watching a clip of House, but the Subway Surfers underneath. They should just start doing that. Actually, that'd be great. Doing a showcase where they're just constantly playing content from like other platforms, clips from like TV shows, people talking about the weather or politics or whatever, so that you've got more engagement. Like there's more fun shit happening. I mean, on a more sensible note, I would really respect them if they put the chat, uncensored chat, like on the screen. You know, like streamers do. Like, I don't do it. I don't really have enough of a streamer follower fan base right now to justify it, but, you know, I'm probably not going to do it with things like the enemy stream. Maybe with stuff like this, but when streamers have, like, their own chat flying on screen so that you can actually see the reactions in real time, that would be fucking brave. If they put that on the screen, like on top of what you're watching right now. That'd be great. No one's gonna do that, of course, because then you'll actually, you know, on screen they're like, everything's awesome, everything's great, and then the chat's like mid, L, zz, shit, etc. Obviously they don't want to do that, so they're not going to do it. But it would be funny. I'd do it, because my showcase would be fucking awesome. The enemy team showcase, when that happens, when we have like enemy team world, when we're doing all that shit, it's going to be the fucking best thing ever. We're going to have the best games, awesome presentation, it's going to be funny, it's going to be edgy, it's not going to be it's going to be an amount of scripting, obviously, it has to have a layout, but it's not going to be like tightly scripted, tightly controlled, it's going to be natural, it's going to be human, and we're going to force like everyone involved in it, whether it's an enemy team game or like we're showcasing somebody else, there's going to be a requirement of like, you have to deliver fucking exciting marketing material. You're going to have to hype people up. No excuses. Everything has to be a banger. None of this Phil Spencer, hey, sometimes
Distant
it's a
Bloom
6
and
out of
Go
10.
Fight Fantastic
Fuck
are
that.
coming later this year.
It's 10
So
out of
head on over
10s
to
is what
Steam
we're aiming
and
for every
flesh out your
time.
quickly growing
And
wish
if we
list.
fail,
And
those
there's a
failures will still be
bonus.
9 out of 10.
Limited time demos
That
for
should be
both
what we're
games
aiming
have
for.
also been made available on Steam. So head on over to the Future Game Show
Hey,
Steam
sometimes we just
page
do a
if you
bad
wanna
job.
check 'em
Hey,
out.
we're like the biggest company in the whole
Laura.
gaming industry. We have
Wait,
access to
wait,
billions
what?
of
What's happening?
resources, and we own like
sorry, I was
25 different studios. But sometimes we
World
fuck
premiere
up,
time
and it's
again.
like, how? How? The how though? With all that, doesn't make any sense.
This is the last time she ruins my plan.
Put some boots.
Find her and bring her to me.
A challenge. I like that.
It's not Puss in Boots. Disappointed.
Tease her.
They should do it. A Puss in Boots game. I just constantly keep giving suggestions for like better games on top of the games that they're showing. I'm just not that interested. But like, take the Puss in Boots aesthetic that they've gone with the latest movie and the low frame rate movement, and do like a, you know, yeah, do like a third person like melee yeah, maybe like Devil May Cry-esque type game where you're like spinning around, flying around the boost. That would be pretty fucking cool. That would be great.
Come on, amigo. Try to fight me at least.
This is an ambush!
I like the aesthetic with this.
On guard.
The name is gonna be difficult for some people to find. That's gonna get SEO-wise. That's gonna get buried. So
That was En Garde.
I'm always a stickler for names, like
action-adventure
confusing
which is coming
names,
in
names
the
that
summer
are
of
hard to remember,
2023.
names that are hard to
Wishlist
spell,
it now on
names
Steam.
that are
Hey,
already
Yuri.
pre-existing, like
When
words
you
or
think of the
phrases,
3 pillars of video
where
games,
you're gonna
what
type
do
that
you
in
see?
and YouTube, Google, whatever's just gonna
Okay,
give you
well,
like
for me, it's gotta
Wikipedia
be,
articles of
obviously,
like the
big
history
rigs,
of En Garde,
big
the phrase
bucks,
En Garde, or like
trucks.
there'll be a movie
Okay,
from
that was not what I was
1963 called
expecting,
En
but
Garde that was
boy,
remade in
do I have the
1972
trailer
and
for you.
1995 respectively, and it's like you've got to dig for. You're expecting gamers. You're expecting like modern people, like millennial Zoomers, people with no attention spans, no truck for like if you have to click more than one button, they're not interested. And you're creating barriers through how you're presenting the game and how you're naming it. So, you know. Hey, I've done this for years. Like, hey, I named a game Unbox. That was a fucking smart idea. One, no one called it Unbox, they all called it Unboxed. And hey, like, when you type Unbox Game, Unbox Gaming, you get a bunch of Unbox Gaming, you know, like, hey, we're unboxing this game. So no one could find our game. And they kept giving it the wrong name. So we had to rebrand and give it a new name. So I learned my lesson from that, but yeah, just a lot of people just haven't picked up on that. I guess you gotta live it. You gotta go through and make like an amazing experience and pour your heart and soul into it. And then release it and nobody fucking knows how to even spell your game's name or how to search it, and you go, shit! I've just destroyed my life! Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Simulator is coming to PC, PlayStation,
gotta, you know,
and Xbox
you gotta learn
in
from your
Q3
mistakes.
2023. So
The
drop it
people
on
who make
your
no
wish list
mistakes and like
Now, our
the
next
people who
game
don't make
follows a
mistakes and have
scribe who's been
success,
sentenced to
99% of the
30
time
years
did that
of
by
prison.
accident.
Hey,
And so like
been there
they don't know
Let's take
how
a
to
look at
recreate
the
that
book.
success. Like I've not been able to recreate my success, but I understand what led me to failure in the past. So, and that's my like cope. That's my silver lining cope for like I'm gonna make it because I'm not burdened with like unjustified success. You know, I've been in the trenches. I've not been paying attention to the stream. I've missed a load of stuff. Let's refocus. What are we looking at here? Guy's like a living book. That's cool. There's definitely going to be like a don't judge a book by its cover joke. There's going to be 55 of those in this game, right? Burp. Sorry. The Bookwalker. Thief of Tales. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is, but I like the aesthetic.
That reminds me, I really should return those library books I borrowed.
You really should. Those guys are coming after you. The
Josh
Bookwalker
Whedon quit.
Thief of Tales is coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation
Josh
on
Whedon
June 22nd.
and the
and you
consequences
can play a
of
free
him
demo
have
for
been
the
a
game
disaster
on Steam
for
after
the
show.
media world.
Okay, here's a new trailer for Deceit 2, a macabre social subterfuge game built from the ground up in Unreal
Now
Engine
that's a
5.
weird image. That's strange. I'm interested just based on that imagery. You know what I'm gonna say. You know, like just here. Let's just nod. Let's just go. When you see me do this, you know exactly what I'm thinking, so I don't need to say it. It's like a Dead by Daylight, but like, who's the spy? Seat. I didn't really get what was going on. Kinda did, like clearly multiplayer
Deceit
game.
2
Oh, here we go.
is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2023, and you can also play the beta now. And if you like, yeah, give it a wish list.
But of course, lying is only one part of our life. For
I didn't
some
really
of
know
us,
what it
maybe
was,
maybe
so
more.
I'm not gonna
Our
do
next
that.
game features the rest of it. It's time to check in with Paradox Tectonic, the developers of Life by You.
Hey, I think I covered this. I think I mocked this a while
Future
back.
Game Show. This is King Choi, Studio Director of Marketing at Paradox Tectonic with Life by You. First off, I want to share a heartfelt thank you to the gaming community.
Yeah, this is sort of, I think this
especially the
is,
live simulation
this
players,
X-Sims
for your
guys trying to like
overwhelming
redo
response
Sims, but
when we
bigger
first announced the game
and
back in
better, and
March
it
of
also
this
includes
year.
like city
And
building
if you're
stuff.
just learning
And
about us for the very first time,
it kind of looked like
welcome.
a student project.
Life by You is designed to be one of the most moddable and open world life simulation games. Launching on PC as an early access title this September, Life by You is opening up a whole new world of creative possibilities. To be in total control of the
Yeah,
games that
yeah,
you
you could
create,
select
the
like
towns that you build, and the stories
you
that
could
you
like
tell,
customize characters to have
driven
like
by
sexual
real-language
trauma
conversations.
and stuff
And
like
most
weird
importantly,
shit.
live out the lives
I
and
don't know. This
stories
is a
that
game
you
for women,
create in a
like The
world
Sims. This
without
is
loading
much more. This is
And
this
oh
is a
yes,
game for the
lives.
ladies out there
We here
who
at Paradox Tectonic are
bizarrely
continuing
want
to
to,
build off the DNA
you know, create entire
of great
realities where they
games that
control every
Paradox
minutia
Interactive
of
is
every
known for,
person's life. It's
especially
sort of,
when it comes to community
it's weird.
focused features
I mean, I just want
and
to play like
experiences.
Halo and shoot aliens
The
in the
creator
face. You know,
tools,
just
as well
just
as
simple,
editors
like kind of
that you'll be able to
childish
play
fun.
within our game will
But they're
allow
like,
you
yes, I
to
want to like
get
build
your
an
hands on
entire
the same
reality,
tools
and
that our game
I'm gonna
team
create a
is
character.
using
She's
to
gonna be
actually
called
make the
Sally.
game
She's gonna have
in order to
sexual
make your
trauma.
own
She will be
UGC
gay
and mods.
as a consequence. She
Just
will
for
be tortured
Future Game
endlessly.
Show 2023, here's an exclusive look at
I
one
will
of the
trap
jobs
her in
that
the
your
swimming
characters
pool
will
and
be
then
able
set
to take
fire
on
to her.
in Life by You. Here's my human, Harley, heading to her job as the barista at the Cozy Up Cafe. Harley will need to complete a set of tasks as part of her workday, including
this
cleaning up
sounds-
displays that
I never got
customers
into
will
The Sims.
inspect
I
and
played
take
it
samples from.
once for like
Head
8
over to the
hours,
YouTube
and
channel at
it's just
Life
not
by
for
You
me.
to learn more
I
about
don't
the
know.
game,
I shouldn't judge
and
too
make sure
harshly.
you
Hey,
subscribe
games
to
are
be
for everyone,
first to know
guys.
when we do our
There's a
weekly
game out
video
there for
drops,
everybody,
including
and
feature deep
there's different
dives
markets. Not every,
and
you
also
know,
depth
the
streams
core
that
of
we'll be
gaming
posting
is
in the
people
coming
like me,
weeks
but
and
there's a whole
months.
world out there,
Pre-order the
so you
game
know,
on Epic
fine.
and wishlist it on
Ooh,
Steam.
Epic Game
When you
Store.
pre-order, you'll be able to
Oh no, it's on
receive
Steam
the
as well.
exclusive
Okay, I was gonna
Life
say
by
if
Game
it's just on
Pass,
Epic Game Store,
and
like good
the
luck,
first
guys. But you
100,000
know,
early access
RIP.
players will be invited to a private Discord server where you'll be able to share direct feedback to our game team
Yeah,
to inform
no, I'm not
the
gonna
roadmap
do any of that.
and the development of the game
I'm not gonna be
for
doing
its
that.
full launch.
I'm sorry,
We're
guys.
so excited for you to get your hands on this game, and thank you so much for having us, Future Game Show 2023.
Okay. Okay.
Life by You is coming to Steam Early Access on September 12th, 2023, so make sure to wishlist it today.
Okay, time to switch things up for a sec.
Nice.
The VR showcase first appeared in our spring showcase
Ooh,
earlier
I didn't know there was
this
going to be a
year,
VR
and now
section.
it's
Cool.
back
Much
by
more
popular
relevant to
demand.
me. Let's see
So,
what my competition
let's
is.
swing over there and
Get
see
it.
what's new in the
Swing.
world. Oh, I see. Yeah. Whippity thwip.
Oh shit, not
So
a
let's
spy.
see what's new in
Wait,
the
we
world
we
of
literally
virtual
just
reality.
got some virality with Project Web.
Whoa,
Do not
this
have
is all new.
do not
What
do
we
this
Any
to me.
ideas, Yuri?
I see a highlighted path, so I guess like any good video game protagonist, we
Yes,
should
walking.
follow it blind.
VR, boring
Sounds
VR
smart to
walking.
me.
No Spider-Man experiences. We
Here's
do
our
not
first
need
game,
that.
a reimagining of a Dreamcast cult classic that lets you play squash in
Okay,
space.
okay,
Let's
yeah,
check
alright.
in with C-Smash
We're down. One
VRX.
game is just a fucking boring squash game.
Wed and
Cool.
Fri.
I swear to God, if Project Web already exists and is fully funded and has Marvel backing and VC backing, like that's going to upset me greatly. Although, you know, silver lining. Let's be positive about this for a second. Even if somebody is doing a Spider-Man type game, I mean, other people have tried. We're doing the best one. We're doing the most exciting one. We're doing the most fun one. We're pushing the most boundaries in VR. None of those games can you do like cartwheels and backflips as Spider-Man. None of those games you have multiplayer with like cops and robbers or everyone swinging around as Spider-Man shooting RPGs at each other. Like, that's what we're building right now. So, okay, no, fuck it. Even if they literally announce our game, we're better. We're gonna beat them. We're gonna crush them. Total Project Web supremacy. I'm not worried at all. I don't get anxious about the future ever. Proof. I mean, you know, you've heard me say this a million times, like, this is not what PSVR 2 needs. Like, fine, you can release it, cool, great, excellent, but... And I guess it's multiplayer, so hey, that expands the offering of multiplayer experiences, which I think
Be
is
mindful
an
of
element of
low-hanging
VR
light
which is
fixtures
chronically
because
underutilized,
C-Smash
outside of
VRX
the big
is
things like
coming to
VR chat, but...
PSVR2 later this month.
You know,
on
we
June
need something
23rd,
bombastic and
2023.
exciting for VR
If you haven't
players.
got it on your wish list already, fix that, would you? And if you're not convinced by that trailer, you can
No.
check out a free demo for the game on the PlayStation
I don't know.
Store.
I straight
Next
up like
up, we
I
have
just want to do
something for those
Flapping
of
Man
you
at this
looking for
point.
a
Like
different way to
if
get
the
your
simple
heart pumping,
graphics, like if
take
you
a
can do a
look at this
PSVR 2
trailer
game
for
where it looks
Madison VR.
like a DK1 title, you know, it looks a bit nicer than that, I guess. But I just want to do flapping, man. I just want to do that at this point. I don't know. Michael, if you're watching, if you watch the replay, let's just do it. Just whip it up in a few days. Blow everyone's heads off. Flapping, man. The greatest experience in VR ever. Facts. Coming. This is not a good trailer. Okay, we're on trailer review mode again. This is not how you do a trailer. What's happening to him? He's lying down and he's like moving. He's going, oh, oh. What is this? That's what I do. You hearing that? You getting that? Ooh, that's literally me every day. Just bending my fingers, snapping and cracking. I don't know, what is it? What's scarier than blue knees? What? What's scarier than hashtag blue knees?
Yikes. Even Polaroids are scary now. That was Madison VR, which is coming in 2023.
Forget the elbow and knee pads. This next game lets you shred
What?
without
What is
the
going on?
falling. Let's see
I
what's
don't
new with
understand.
VR Skater.
Now, yeah, so this is what I was talking about in the during the pre-show. This looks great. This looks cool. But Grindhouse, I've already forgotten the name. Grindfest VR, whatever it was. The dude in Fiji making the other skateboarding game. Personally, I think that looks better mechanically. Personally. And I don't know. Jack, if you're watching, maybe we gotta step it up. We just gotta build a skateboarding game. We just gotta get in on it. Get ahead of these guys. I'd want to do, again, like, both of these games are kind of more grounded in the realistic realm. Like, he was jumping between buildings, but it's not, like, crazy. I think with everything that we've done with Gunday and Project Web and just everything else, like, I think doing a Tony Hawk style VR game, which is way more bombastic, crazy, like, you know, grinding on a rail, like, up the side of a building, doing McTwists over, like, helicopters, real crazy shit. I actually think that's, like, that's what got people into skateboarding games in the first place in the console world with, like, Tony Hawk and everything, and then people got into Skate, which is more grounded. But even Skate, you can do really crazy, silly shit.
Its way onto Pico
That constraint that VR has, where people think that it has to match reality, it has to be kind of realistic, and but also simultaneously not jostle people around, I think hampers all of these experiences massively. So that's a thing I think we could actually blow people's heads off on. Like, if we can show you doing a, yeah, like, tons of wow moments, like that visual hook.
Hi, I'm Frank.
Doing a VR first-person McTwist over, you know, off a giant ramp, down a skyscraper, off a vert ramp, over a helicopter, grinding for like 55 seconds with cool combo noises pinging off. It's like, that's your eye catch, that's your hook. People are gonna love that. So let's get on that at some point, in between everything else.
You'll be able to hop in with a squad of up to 3 other players and show off your skills across varied locations in both our PvP and PvE modes. The team has been working hard to create a truly deep and immersive experience that is a true.
There's that word again. Every time with VR, immersive. I don't like immersion. I don't like that in games. Like, when people talk about immersion in video games, outside of if you're making a simulator, okay, yeah, like there's an element of you need immersion. In a sense, or it has to be realistic. But to me, video games are not immersive. That's like the wrong word, that's the wrong goal. It's not possible to be immersed truly in a, like, the way that they put it is like you essentially blend into the digital skate and forget that you're playing a game and believe this is your reality. Like, that's kind of the goal of immersion, right? Is to completely like literally immerse you in the product so that you ignore all external factors. And it's like, that just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. When you're playing a game, like, you know, you can see cars driving past your window. Like, you're in a room. Even when you're playing in VR, it's like, I'm wearing a headset. I can, you know, if I gotta be mindful of my surroundings. Like, I know I'm in a game. So it shouldn't be immersion that you're chasing, because it implies, like, realism. And it's like, the best video games in the world are not realistic. I know, like, simulators, like realistic sims do sell well, but no way near the top video games in the world. I just missed a trailer.
Looks cracking, Yuri. Wallace
I think it was just that image though. Okay, Wallace and Gromit VR,
coming
cool.
to MetaQuest 2 and MetaQuest Pro in 2023.
Okay.
This brings us to the end of the VR showcase.
Oh god.
We ran out of
Okay,
highlighted
like
path anyway, so I guess
0.5 out of
Does
10
anyone
for the
see
VR
any
showcase.
signs around here?
Nobody announced Project Web. That's cool. Like, thank fuck, because he was doing the whipping stuff at the start. I thought he was gonna do it. I thought he was gonna announce a Spider-Man game.
I've hit my limit
Holy
of space
shit, that
quota
was
for today.
harrowing.
Don't forget to check gamesradar.com.
At least the show made me feel something. I'm feeling emotions, but probably not. You don't want to feel harrowing like terror and anxiety while watching a game showcase.
Okay.
I don't think that was
Time
their
for some more
intention.
trailers, Yuri?
Yeah, for sure. Let's pick back up with an exciting world premiere.
I believe this will not be exciting, but let's see. It's from Daedalic Entertainment, so it's probably, the chances of it being exciting is about 1%. And that's me being fair, okay?
Where am I? Where do you think? This is Deponia. So,
Yeah, this is,
the nightmare's finally over.
this is the biggest piece of dog shit. No, I'm judging it too quickly, but this is not exciting. Not crazy, right? Like, not a single person on Earth is watching this and going like, holy shit, like, whoa! That's fine. You need, like, you know, you need stocking filler games. Not every game... Oh, come on, that's... How could anyone get... Okay, that new era, same trash. You've got that spot on, guys. Exactly right.
You just watched the reveal trailer of our upcoming story-driven survival game, Surviving Deponia. It has been 7 years since we last visited our lovely trash planet.
Dude, you get sort your mic out.
Crashed down onto its surface.
It's our game.
Into a Mad Maxian nightmare.
Would you like to play our new game? We've been working on it 7 years.
And meet new as well
This is
as
horrible.
friends.
Don't do that.
Access 2023.
I don't like that one bit.
That was Surviving Deponia, a survival twist
Yeah,
on the cult classic point and click
sure
series.
did survive
It's
Deponia.
coming
Holy
soon,
shit.
so head on over to Steam and drop it on your wish list to stay up to date.
Man, I am
Look, after the Gollum game, like, I think Gollum put
citizens of our
Daedalic
next
on the
game
map. Like,
who live
Daedalic's
in
been
a
around for ages, but
post-apocalyptic
it's
society
Gollum that
where
put them on the
water
map for all the worst reasons. And I can see that in chat, people making reference, so... Well done, guys. Finally, people outside the games industry know who you are, and you've got a great seal of quality in everything you do. Well done.
You've got life, water, civilization. To survive, you must reach out to the world outside.
Really leaning into the kind of like Fallout aesthetic of this. Because, I don't know, it's probably smart. It's, you know, they're being pragmatic. They're trying to catch the attention of those kinds of people.
Homeseek is coming to PC on July 20th, 2023, so be sure to stick it on your wish list.
Okay, I don't want to alarm
If Jack
anyone,
was here, he'd be saying
but I can see
Homeseek,
that we've
another,
got
hey, taking two words, combining it together to make a new name. Like, that is the trend these days. I think it's because nobody wants to do big, long, convoluted game names, but also all the basic things have been taken. Like, you can't call your game Battlefield, you can't call your game Driver. Like, all of the simple words and phrases have been used, copyrighted, trademarked. You'll never be able to use them. You won't even be able to put, like, you can't make a game called, like, Super Action Driver, because then whoever owns the Driver IP will just rape you. So everyone's having to now, like, create new words, like a whole new language of game names, just to make sure that they can actually release their product without getting DMCA'd or getting takedown notices. So, yeah, it's funny to notice, but I think it's just a reality of the situation. That's kind of cool. Again, I would have done the trailer not with like hauntingly beautiful, calming, you know, music. I would have done a more bombastic trailer for something like this. Again, hey, we're just back into like trailer reviews. Because yeah, this is kind of like it's like a bit like Trials HD but shooting. Which actually, I mean, it's not really like, it's much more like a platformer. It looks quite linear as well, but like actually, holy shit, like a Trials HD but with a gun. I'm noting that down. I'm adding that to the notepad. Yeah, because we had Pyromaniac and Gun Nose on the last stream. What's that? Trials HD
Always
with a
cool to
gun.
define a new genre here at the
That
Future
would be
Game Show.
fucking sick,
That
especially with like
is
the
Leica,
multiplayer
aged through
leaderboards.
blood. The
That'd
very
be great.
first Motorvania. That's what I'm calling it, and I'm sticking to it.
That's the best thing about these showcases is it's like
Leica
seeding
Aged
great
Through Blood is
ideas. We're
coming to
getting
PC,
great ideas
PlayStation,
for us to
Nintendo
pull off. What was
Switch,
the thing I
and
said
Xbox
before?
in 2023. Next,
Oh, I should have
let's
written it
hand over
down.
to Pentapeak Studios.
Oh
to
yeah,
dig into the mechanics
yeah,
of
like
their
Tony
upcoming
Hawk's
strategy
VR.
game, Space Gears.
Tony's Hawk's VR.
100 years in the future.
Do crazy
Mars is at war.
skateboarding.
Space Gears is a new strategy game. So in
That's the
past,
best thing about these showcases is giving me ideas for like
Commander,
better
your mechs are
things that we
online
should be able
and
to
ready for
prototype. I mean, a lot of this stuff as well we could
The
prototype
Grand Crew is
pretty
adding the
quickly.
final touches to prepare for your arrival. This is your camp and home base.
Okay.
Collect resources and terraform
Strategy
Mars
is
to
really
build an
not
army
like
of
this is
mechs.
not my forte. So again,
Space Gears is
I got
for
nothing for
strategy
you.
and mobile
I'm
fans
sorry.
everywhere.
I'm sorry.
Strategy and unit controls will be key to claiming victory.
Whoa! Oops. Stream still up? Yep, we're still good. Thought I just screwed something up there.
Space Gears will be available to test play this June.
Hopefully we're alright.
Welcome back, Commander.
Okay. Cool.
Space Gears is coming soon to PC, but you can terraform your opinion on it by playing it for free after the show.
Nice. How about something terrifying, though?
I love these
Bloober
puns.
Team has
Love
sent
these
over the
quips.
brand new launch trailer for the studio's first-person horror game, Layers of Fear.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, Layers of Fear is not a good game name, but they can't call it Fear. They can't call it something else, and you can't just do. Oh, it's oh look, a black lady with an afro again. Cool. Wow, what an interesting, diverse design. Really got me hooked immediately. Yeah, and you can't call it like Fear Lair. You can't Le Fear. So then they've just got to go for like the longer name, which is not copyrighted, not trademarked, and it's just it's a little unwieldy, it's a little bland, it's a little basic. It works, but hey, all the big guys have taken all the cool names, so us smaller guys are just fucked.
Can be reclaimed.
Bloober. Ansha. What do I know that name from?
Years, and yet, it all
What did Ansha do?
unreal.
I remember.
The memories.
Hey, if you're
The nightmares.
it's never been a better time. If you're black and like want to do voice acting, now is the fucking time to do it. Like, jump in, because like every other character in like games, TV, cartoons and shit, like, and now you've got the whole like you can't have someone of a different race voice act like a different raced character. If it's like a white person, like it doesn't, like the guy who does like Samurai Jack, he's black. No one cares about that. So it's like win-win. Like, you can, as a black person, voice any character of any race, any designation, and everyone's trying to create more, black experience, more black stories. So it's like, just jump in. There's fucking 25 games already where we've seen like main characters who are black.
What?
Dive right in, easy money. Like, go get that diversity check. Like, I'm not against people doing that. Like, take advantage of the system. Like, take advantage of people's like weak-willed corporate stupidity and make bank. Now's the time to do it. You'd be stupid not to.
Is that you?
If only transracialism was a thing, then I could just slide in there as well and be like, hey, black entrepreneur. But we're not quite there yet. It's weird that like the transsexual stuff is like that's rocketed right ahead. Like, the share price of trans is up, and it's just going up and up and up. That's green. Transracialism, it's sort of, we get occasional blips, but it's not really. I thought by this point it would start picking up as well, but then I think the reason they're suppressing that is it gives white people an out, basically. Like, if transracialism became an accepted thing, like 70% of whites would be like, yeah, actually I'm like black, Asian, Indian. Like, anything that's not white, they just jump on it, and I think the people in charge know. So there's my racial rant for the stream. I had to do it because this trailer is so fucking boring. Nothing is happening here. This sucks. So instead we'll just focus on the benefits of being black in
Layers of
2023.
Fear. which is coming to PC, Mac, PlayStation.
And feel
5, and Xbox
sad
Series
over
consoles
not
on
getting
June 15th.
to jump into
we've
all of
got a
that.
unique take
All
on the
about
co-op
money, all about
cartoon shooter
opportunity.
from a talented two-person
Well,
studio.
we had our
Dive
time,
into the world
I guess.
of
We had our time. It's time for us to move out of the way. It's their turn.
Peggy 12.
I don't know about this. I do not know about this. I hope the stream's not too loud. Has it been too loud this whole time? I know people are watching, but like no one's saying in chat, so I hope it's not been too loud. If it's too loud, type 2 in chat. Let me know. Well, this is just Cuphead, isn't it? Yeah, this is just a straight up... This is just like an unapologetic Cuphead ripoff. Yeah. Okay. See what I mean? Like, and again, it's not to denigrate like the effort and energy that's been put in, but you know, in enchanted portals, like that did like that original experience.
But an endless hell.
Why would you? And that's what you probably spent years on this thing. I don't get it.
Destiny.
I recommend against this. Don't do it.
Ours to shape.
You have no idea what you've done.
Okay, again, I've not got much, so I don't know. Does anybody want me to go back onto like race and sex topics? Should I just start talking about that again?
Shattered Heaven is out now on
Okay.
PC. What's up next, Yuri?
All of these showcases, they lose a lot of energy at somewhere around the midpoint. It's usually at the midpoint they have the VR section, which lasts about 3 minutes and it's disappointing. And then the energy is just sucked out the showcase, and everything after it is just sort of like, oh yeah, and here's this other stuff that we've got. Here you go. Here's a bunch of trailers which are only like 15 seconds long.
Town of Packmore,
Fuck.
there are those with stuff and those who carry stuff. When your stuff needs moving, it's time to call Smooth Moves.
Wait, is this a... we did this, though. Tiny Build had, was it Curve? They had the multiplayer moving game. I forgot, what, Moving Out, wasn't it? We've done this. Unless this is the sequel. Is this a sequel? It looks very different, though, I think. Of course, again, the checkbox, you got the black lady with the poofy hair, you got the disabled person. Oh, it is, okay, it is moving out. Okay, fair enough. It just looked very, I don't know, it just looked very different. Alright, fair enough, it did good, they're making more of it. I played a bit of it, it was alright. Again, that game was sort of like Gang Beasty, Human Fall Flatty derivative. Team 17 though, so I gotta hate it. Oh, Unbox aesthetic, ripping off Unbox right there. That's like literal Unbox fucking marketing materials. And we did show that game to them, so fuck you guys. Total Team 17 death. Fuck you. Death to Team 17.
Next up, we've got our
I hope your share price goes through the fucking
montage
floor.
of some of the coolest indie games on the horizon.
Just total bridge. This is called bridge burning the stream. I don't care. Fuck them. Yeah, so this is where we get to just like the montage. Fireshine, yeah, again, fuck you guys, actually. I don't give a shit anymore. Fuck you. Tiny Build, they're alright, you know. They're pretty rude to me when I talk to them, but... Well, not rude, just like kind of dismissive and just sort of... I don't know, maybe they just had autism. But I got autism and I'm fucking nice, I'm personable. I know it doesn't seem like that on these streams, but I'm a nice guy in real life. I can, you know, I can talk to anyone. I can get along with anybody. Racism the game. Yeah, this is... I don't like these kind of right rapid fire, like, oh yeah, and here's also some other stuff that's coming, and they, you know, clearly paid, like, they only had $500 to spare, so we've given them like 12 seconds a pop. It's not, it is just straight up advertising at this point, and as a viewer, again, we're just doing showcase review, it's like, that doesn't get me hyped, it doesn't get me excited. I've never liked this, and they used to do that back in the E3 shows and shit back in the day as well. Never liked it then either.
on Steam.
A montage.
It's like if something's not worth showing for more than 10 seconds, then you just shouldn't be showing it. It's just like pointless filler. And it's like, yes, that will exist. It's not that those games shouldn't necessarily exist. It's not that they shouldn't necessarily have a trailer on YouTube. But for the purpose of the showcase, if you want people walking away from the showcase, like, remembering the best stuff and going, like, wow, that was all bangers, putting in, like, the montage of, like, and here's some stuff we're also pushing through the pipe, it doesn't help. This is weird. I like this because it's weird. That's cool. A little bit, yeah, like Overwatch meets Mountain Blade meets Warband meets Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Warhaven. Play for free. Damn. And there it is. Every time something gets me a little bit excited, then they're like, free to play, Battle Pass. We're coming to rape you.
Steam. I feel like we've.
Oh, it's every time.
Yeah, it's like we're
I
living
just want to be
in
excited
Steam
for,
at
like,
this point, and we're Steam
I'm
bots,
happy
you know,
to spend
lining
$40,
and exploring,
guys.
building houses for the Steam folk.
And I'm happy to spend more money post-release, but I don't like battle passes. I don't like constant microtransactions. I don't like free-to-play games. Because they have to be built in a way that constantly pressures me to give them money, obviously. Otherwise, how are they going to run the servers? How are they going to pay their staff? So, it sucks! I hate it.
Steam World Build is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in 2023. Make sure it's on your Steam World wish lists if you like what you saw.
Now, Yuri, you've
Huh?
heard of nightmares, right?
What?
But what about a daymare?
Sounds even worse somehow.
Maybe in concept, but not in our next game, which is a third-person survival horror that's nostalgic for the 90s.
You know what, doing voice actors as hosts is probably a good idea, because they do have, like, aesthetic voices. They do know how to talk. They do know how to imbue what they're saying with emotion, even if what they're saying is, like, total nonsense. So, yeah, I'm gonna give them a thumbs up. I'm gonna give them, like, 1 point for doing the voice actor hosts. Smart idea. The rest of the presentation is just status quo, just boring stuff, but it's actually called Daymare. I don't know about that.
That data can't be allowed to leave here.
But again, they can't call it Nightmare because there'll be a game called that out there, or like Undead Nightmare. You know, someone massive is gonna just sue them into oblivion. So, Daymare. Okay, all right. Sounds kind of silly, but
I'm going to finish this.
Daymare 1994 Sandcastle.
Stay frosty, because Daymare is coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on August 30th, 2023. So prime those wishlisting fingers. Folks.
Daymare 1994
We're
Sandcastle?
going to throw it over to Core Engage, the team behind New Cycle. A diesel
That sounds like
pump
an
simulator
AI like a bad AI generated name. Not even that, like one of those name generators from like 2006. Like the thing Childish Gambino used to like generate his name, like they also used that to come up with their game name. Weird. I'm just gonna grab some water. While this is playing, 1 sec.
That was New Cycle, which is coming to PC in Q2 2023. You know what to do.
Yeah, someone in chat
We've
saying
got
how
another
long
world
is the
premiere
show?
out, and it also features
It's long.
Blade, but
This has gone on for quite a while.
Check it out.
We're at an hour and 15 minutes, guys. This is actually... I'm kind of impressed. Like, at least they're giving us a lot of content. At least they're giving us stuff to react to. Like the Devolver one, we didn't watch it, but the Devolver digital thing was literally like 15 minutes long. I've seen this loads on Twitter. I don't know what it is. It looks cutesy. I mean, I don't, you know, like Andrew stating the obvious. Like, you can see, you can also see what I'm seeing. Oh yeah, it looks cutesy. Yeah, this probably looks like a decent, like, you know, it's $5 on Switch. It'll probably sell.
Swap just about anything. But his job had him swap paintings for townspeople. Copy and paste, swap it, you name it. Life was perfect. Until one day, a long-forgotten evil...
Until one day the black cube appeared.
Devastation came all over Riverside.
My tinfoil hat brain is immediately triggered. Everything's cute, everything's good, we've got this like nice island, everything's fun, but then the black cube appears from somewhere else. The foreign entity known as the Black Cube is corrupting this lovely society, this lovely civilization. Destroying it, it's attacking it from the inside out. Base devs? My base dev detector is going off here.
Are you swappy enough to save the world?
It's probably not. They're probably not that base. But maybe.
That was easy.
Yeah, I see in chat, like, probably fun playing on shrooms, looks okay. Like, yeah.
Things might get rough.
Yeah, if you're a drug addict, this looks like the kind of game you should be playing. Quite frankly. I'm not, I disavow drug use, but if you're addicted to chemicals, you should probably play this.
Swapping to PC and Nintendo Switch this winter.
Supported by the Federal Ministry for Economic Affairs and Climate Action. What?
Hey, every brand needs a mascot.
There's so much, like... Jack and I were doing this a day or two ago, like doing a deep dive into like VC and investment funds in the gaming world, which didn't exist 10 years ago, and now there's like 7 billion plus and growing being put into games from all of these different like government and corporate entities. Gaming, the reason gaming is going to shit in a nutshell is largely because of this, because money is coming from places where their goal is either to make as much money as possible, therefore they don't give a shit about the games and they're just total like money-driven psychopaths, and or there's some other larger kind of societal change goal at play. Like when you were playing Super Mario 64 back in the day, or Gran Turismo, there was no social messaging, there was no mind control techniques being put in to those products. It was just, can we make a fun thing where you jump around as a plumber or drive a car? But now, like, the German Ministry for, like, Climate Change is getting involved. Like, Saudi Arabia's buying up shares in Nintendo. Embracer, all these other groups are all tied into, like, diversity investment initiatives. So it's like, hey, one sec. That was, oh, is this the Unreal thing, the Fortnite thing again? Because I'm sure I just saw something I saw on ArtStation. It was like a project. Anyway, sorry, just getting sidetracked. I've not been paying attention to the screen. But yeah, like, in a nutshell, that's basically what's corrupting games. And so you'll see this increasingly. You'll go, why does this game exist? Like, how does this team operate? How are they paying to make this thing that people just go like, it's okay, or it's mid? I mean, you look and they've got 5 million of investment from some shady, weird Silicon Valley, Israeli, Ukrainian operation hybrid. It's such, like, Jack and I have been talking about, like, we need to do a documentary on this. We need to do a deep dive, because you wouldn't fucking believe how insane it gets. It's really crazy. And it gives you the answer to, like, why things are starting to just increasingly suck. It's, money's coming from external sources, from sources that are not creatively driven. I'll put it like that. And they are often agenda-driven. Not in a good way. Not in a constructive, positive way, but in a sort of, like, tear down our entire civilization sort of way. By changing and affecting TV, films, games, music. Like, it's a societal-wide attack, and, like, gaming is now fully getting hit by that shit, so... Not to get too, again, conspiratorial and, like, black-pilled on a fun stream about the Future Game Showcase, but, like, it's also true. Like, just a heads up, it's also entirely true. Yes, that was just, like, an Unreal Engine trailer. Okay, yeah. Like, we use Unreal, it's great. It's cool.
and that was the inaugural Unreal Engine 5 showcase. And a warning to graphics cards everywhere. I can hear mine squealing and bursting into flames from here. Be sure to head over to the FGS social channels if you want to see more Unreal 5 demos as and when they drop.
And while you do that, I am pleased to report the sighting of a Friendly Neighborhood world premiere.
Holy shit, we're still going. We're still being hit with world premieres. I mean, I gotta bump them up to like a 4, maybe not a 5 out of 10. I refuse to do that, but I gotta bump them up above all the other showcases. At least they're delivering a variety of things. Some of it's been interesting. Kind of. At least there's a lot of new stuff. More so than you can say for like the Meta Showcase, the PlayStation Showcase. What the fuck did Jack and I watch literally like a day ago? I've already forgotten. Jack, if you're in stream, what did we watch? I can't remember. Like, I literally can't remember any of it. It wasn't Xbox. It wasn't PlayStation. Oh, it's the Summer Games Fest. Holy shit, what a snooze. Absolute, the Summer Snooze Fest. Yeah, I mean, and that thing was literally like, it was 40 minutes long, you know, including ads.
Thanks to Ritual Studios.
That's maybe an hour long, but yeah, like 20-30 minutes of it was just ads or like people blabbing on stage. Like, at least with this, they've kept the blabbing to a minminimum. Lots of trailers. The presentation is very, like, you know, obviously there's no audience, there's no hype. But again, at least they've got decent hosts. They're amicable. I mean, to be fair, you know, on the flip side, a lot of this stuff is just sort of, you know, I don't give a shit. Whatever. But hey, it's giving me good ideas for coming up with more fun games. What have we got? Yeah, Tony Hawk's, but in VR, like do crazy VR skateboarding, flipping, McTwisting over helicopters, Trials HD with a gun. That sounds really fun. I can already see that's like aesthetically, flow-wise, that will have like My Friend Pedro, like slow motion backflipping on your dirt bike, trying to like get to the end of the level, but also like shooting dudes in the face. That could be sick. If I was any good at actually making games myself, I would do that, but I'm just gonna have to defer to like Jack and Mike. I don't know, maybe I'll have a crack at it. I got a ball rolling around a few days ago, a week or two ago. Trying to recreate Unbox, but in marble form. I got that working, so.
Paleo Pines is coming on September 26th, and Hammerwatch 2 is coming soon.
Okay.
Stick them on your wish list,
I'm not gonna.
and watch out for the demo.
I'm not gonna do that with either.
games,
Sorry, guys.
Which will be available on Steam from June 19th.
I'm sorry, that's not
Speaking
happening.
of demos, our Ones to Play montage is back after its debut in the spring showcase earlier this year. Don't touch that dial, as we're gonna show
What
off
distinguishes
bunch
a
of
ones to
incredible
play
games that you
game?
can
Like,
try
I'm just gonna assume based on my experience doing this is they paid extra money to get into the ones to play category.
Yet I'm not ready to die out here.
You know. Okay, derivative, cool. That's cute. That's nice. There you go. You know, poopy head black lady. Cool. Great. And you're just running around picking up apples. Great. No one's gonna play that. This is on itch right now. These guys have been working on this for a while. Free Lives, the guys behind, not Cluster Truck, Tabs and shit, right? Yeah, so they've been working on that for a while. It looks okay. Looks alright. Yeah, I don't know. Ones to watch? Actually, yeah, not ones to play. Yeah, right, that's what it means. These are not games for you to play. When you see it on Twitch, it might be fun to watch them for like 20 minutes. But, yeah.
Thank you to all
You really want to be in the ones to buy category.
For our ones to play montage. And remember,
oh wait, no, it was ones. I mean, it was one. Wait, I thought they said ones to watch at the start.
We're taking a
Clearly I'm just starting to lose my mind, guys. I mean, we're what? We're like an hour and 30 minutes in.
Showcase, we were proud to feature a
Yeah, I'm just starting to go insane at this point.
Oh,
Slava Ukraine! Oh, we got okay. We're back down to 2 out of 10.
This year, we're thrilled to confirm the
Tears
release
and
date
piss.
for one of those games right now.
Puzzles for Clef is a cozy puzzle platform
Just like
set in a
embarrassing.
stunning world full of
It's so like, you know, and fair enough, like yes, they're going through a load of shit, but like like there's 12 other countries that are going through like war, strife, civil unrest.
on the
What about the
games
games from those studios? What about those people? Where are they in the news cycle? Where are they
time
getting
for another
featured?
train
Well, they're just not,
We've
because
got a
like the
first
CIA
look at
isn't telling
gameplay
everybody to
from
talk
station
about it,
to
so
station.
we don't talk about those people.
Simulator
It
where
just
you
it
connect
just
voxel railways
just
to
like
build
you know,
rival
show me that you're just like an absolute fucking double-digit IQ, total bot person. Well, wave the Ukraine flag and that does it for me. You don't need to tell me. I mean, I guess at this point, a lot of people are now picking up on like it's all like bullshit. Everything that we're being told is a lie. It's all propaganda. A lot of people are now starting to pick up on that in the wider world. But for fuck's sake, for like a year straight, every time I talk about this stuff, people are like, how can you not support the brave, independent, democratic state of Ukraine? And it's like, because it's like a corrupt shithole that like went through a coup in like a CIA-backed coup in 2014. Like the whole thing is fucking bullshit. Like we're the bad guys in the situation. Like NATO is completely in the wrong. But every fucking street you go down, every game showcase, every day, it's love Ukraine, love Ukraine. We're kind of over it. You know, good luck to these guys. I feel for the people of Ukraine. I feel for the games developers and whatnot, like, and everybody else, like, dealing with the situation. But can we stop? Can we stop with the fucking bullshit? Like, it's like World War II. It's like the Empire versus Rebellion all over again. It's just not. Sorry, wrong.
Ember Storm Entertainment's atmospheric base builder, Rekka.
Probably pay attention to this. I've just been ranting about politics again. Let's refocus. Is that a black lady I see? Again, you know, not to get too fixated on it, but it's like, what are we at, like 20-30% of the protagonists of all the games showing here all happen to be black women? Like, does that not come up? Oh, no, she's not black. Okay, I take it back. Maybe she's more like Inuit-y. But it's the point still, okay, not 25%, 24%. Like, it's still the case that it's like, the checkbox ticking. Like, if you want to do a character like that, like, go for it, fair enough. But it's the fact that it's so obviously like ESG driven. Like, you didn't come up with that character and create that design and the poofy afro because you genuinely believe that's the best design. It's because your corporate overlords want boxes being ticked. You want to get investment. You want to get bought out. You want to open doors to more opportunities. It's just like, it's just gross. Oh, it's Fireshine. Fuck you.
Don't forget to pack your boots as
Fireshine is incapable of publishing good games because they are incapable of being a good publisher. So, and now I can say that. And now I can say that with no fear of retribution, really. Hey, it's my opinion. They're fucking dog shit at what they do. I know that from experience. Company of Heroes? This is a Company of Heroes expansion? After they just fired, yeah, Relic just, after completely bodging Company of Heroes 3, Relic just fired like 110, or maybe 120 members of staff. Oh, maybe this is a different game. Perhaps this is a different game, I don't know. Exciting though. I'm hyped. I'm not. I'm not. It's boring as shit. Yeah, it is. So there you go. Join the fight. Console edition. PC edition still sucks. Launched broken. Launched with loads of missing content. Microtransactions up the wazoo. So bad that the community's in revolt. Then Sega essentially, you know, because Relic is a subsidiary of Sega, so Sega then fires 100 members of staff just in time to also then squeeze it out on consoles and increase your profit margin, obviously, by reducing the overheads. You know, get those hundreds of people to make the game, then fire all of them, then release the game. Pocket the profit.
Oh my god.
Gross. Fucking disgusting. Disgusting. But not surprising in the slightest. Very normal.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
I've been known most of
Uh-huh. You know what I'm thinking. Uh-huh. And I bet, and they're guess what? They're gonna be lesbians, right? Sure. Or probably like asexual at this point. We're past lesbians. It's now about like asexual fucking nonsense.
God, how can you even stand him?
Still not a fan?
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be.
What about Apollo? Apollo was god of the sun and light, but our sun god had a reputation.
That hidden voice, it'll always play on loop. It'll always say, what did I do? What didn't I do?
What side are
What
you
we've
on?
been reduced to. I'm sorry, I've got so little fuel in the tank now. We're at an hour 30.
I'm not sure.
At the beginning, I was thinking like, oh, well, I hope they give us some amount of content. I hope it's more than 20 minutes long like all the other showcases. Now I'm begging for death. I'm begging for it to end.
Are you here to challenge me? You don't know the first thing about me.
Well, she's definitely a lesbo. Or it's a bloke who cut his cock off. I don't know. It's not for me.
I like this better than fighting with you. Way better.
Is this even a video game? What are we watching here? I don't think we've... I mean, I've not really been paying attention, but I don't think I've seen any gameplay.
That's the deal, right? Best friends to the end. It's an adventure.
I don't know about that. Role-playing musical. Alright. That could be... I don't know. I mean, you know, obviously story setting is not for me, but like... a role-playing musical video game? That could be good.
Not happening. Anyway, I'm so pleased.
But yeah, it would have been cool to see actual gameplay.
Gods is coming to Xbox,
So.
PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch on August 3rd, 2023.
Hey, if you're in it and Rahul Kohli is in it, I'm playing it. And now that we've got that out of our system, it's time for me to introduce a new section to the show. One that I'm calling
new section?
The International Debut.
It's another
I need like sellotape for my eyes at this point. I'm dying over here.
You don't have to spoil it.
Alright, another world... To be fair, they said there was going to be a shit ton of world premieres. They followed through with that. There have been. Not many exciting world premieres, but... at least they did it. This is a like, how many trailers have done the like softly spoken, like kind of Donna Burke light, like every single showcase has had like, we kicked off this showcase with exactly that, a game where we mostly just watched a woman sing, and it's always like emotional and heartfelt, sometimes in a different language, often with acoustic guitars. Like, we've seen so many fucking trailers like that. I don't get it. It's like, it's so anti-exciting. It's sort of like, I want to like lay back and cry to this music. Like, I want to reminisce on like lost love and past failures and stuff. Like that's the kind of mood for this music. I don't know. It doesn't get me hyped, doesn't get me excited, doesn't get me intrigued. It just sort of, it lulls me into a sort of nostalgic haze almost. And again, you know, it's fine doing it here, and it's the ArtStation logo. What the? Wait, that's the ArtStation logo.
That was your first.
But yeah, it's just the fact that like 25 games in the past 4 days that have been announced have had that musical vibe as their trailer, and it's just like I don't get it. I don't get it. Are they all going to the same lady?
Initially, it was very much a personal thing. You know, I grew up driving station wagons around the Pacific Northwest.
The graphics on this are fucking incredible. What's this?
Road trips with friends, and as an adult, I decided to start doing that again. So I got on
This is an incredible looking game.
On these trips, but you know, I would go to abandoned industrial sites. I
Third person.
You know, taking the car up these
Third
tiny
person.
little dirt trails, and there was this vibe, this feeling.
Oh yeah, yeah. They showed this off
with this old car
a couple weeks back. This looks pretty cool.
Experience, and that became, I think, the initial seed idea for the game. Pacific Drive is a run-based driving survival game, but when we started, we were very much just prototyping. We were getting the player into the car, having them drive around in the woods, and
a weird trailer.
Space out there.
Again, it's like I keep saying this. I've got to come up with a phrasing for it, but it's almost like anti-marketing or like anti-hype building. It's like they kind of scupper their own. They scupper their own products by like talking too much or like not having exciting music or just overly explaining things. Like the trailer that you guys put out before, that was great. Like, we don't need this.
and taking these excursions out into the zone where you're grabbing resources and exploring and then coming back and being able to do it again. In most survival games, there's a focus on the player and keeping them alive, but for Pacific Drive, we wanted to turn that on its head a bit and put the emphasis on the car. It's the thing that's going to keep you safe when you're out in the zone.
Although I do appreciate, and to be fair, like having devs talk, I don't think this is appropriate for a showcase where it's meant to be like kind of snappy and exciting, but I do appreciate them doing a kind of, it's kind of more like a vid doc, explaining the game's design. I like it, like, yeah, shifting the focus from in a survival game from player to the thing which is going to transport the player around. And you can customize that and protect it and upgrade it. Like, yeah, that's fucking cool. That's nice.
Maintaining it while they're on the road. It's important for us to do this because that interaction helps build the player's relationship with the car, and that's something that we care a lot about for the game. So the zone is a pretty isolating and lonely place. When you're out on the road,
It's very quiet though. Sorry guys.
And we wanted to make sure that players had the ability to build a personal connection with the car that is special to them.
Hopefully
We've
I'll,
also
like,
doubled down on
bounce
that with the physical
decently.
interactions as well. So every time you want to start the car, you have to turn the key. You have to get the engine to start. You have to put it in park manually. We built the whole game with these systems in mind because we want to create effectively a sandbox for these different dynamic moments to occur.
Sometimes when I'm driving the car, I find I have to swerve suddenly.
Yeah, I will say, like, this is cool, but again, like Bungie's vid docs, like, get better microphones, guys. Holy shit.
That's fine then. because
Like, you're
those
technically
are,
on stage right now in
really
front of like thousands of
as a
people.
teenager
I don't
driving
know how
about
many
40
people are
miles an
watching
hour.
this live right
That's
now,
another
but
story.
you
I
know,
spent an eternity
but,
climbing
you know,
this
there's
super,
4,500
super
just
steep
on this
hill.
stream. There's like tens of
Finally got
thousands
to
of
the
people
top,
watching
climb out of
you.
my car to get what I'm going after.
Get some
Turn around,
decent
you're broken,
recording
just
equipment.
all
Holy
over.
shit.
Slammed on the gas. It's in a barrel.
I know, rich of me to say that, like I'm in a basement with bad, like,
around
but
a
hey,
corner
like
and
this is a
drifted too
temporary
hard
thing. Like
onto a
usually the
cliff
setup's better, and hey,
rolled
my mic
straight down
quality's
the
better
cliff
than theirs.
and actually ran into a group of abductors, and one of them pulled me straight into the gateway, and I made a safe exit from there, even though the storm was closing in.
I think the experience I'm looking forward to players having the most is gaining that sense of companionship with the car. You know, sitting in the garage, looking at it, seeing
This would be
all
good.
of these stories.
Hopefully they have mod
previous
support.
escapes, the last
This would be
minute
great for
repair
modding.
jobs, and
If
really
they
to
want people to
like
feel
it's
attached to the
their car. I
vehicle,
think that's gonna be
let
something
people put like anime shit all over it and other weird things and come up with their own like attachments. That would be awesome. Yeah, cool. Nice, great job. We'll check it out. That's one of the few games this year where I'm like, I might actually buy a game and play it.
Pacific Drive is coming to PC and PS5 later this year. And to celebrate, we're giving away this custom-built station wagon. One of you lucky viewers could be driving home in style tonight.
Wait a minute, Yuri, that's literally the car from the game. You can't give that away. I think they're going to need it back.
What's happening? What? They were doing so good.
Of course, I mean, I knew that.
They kept the cringe to an
you
absolute
knew.
minimum, and now they've just stepped it right back up.
Quickly move on while the
Yes.
producers put out some fires.
I agree, lady. Move on.
Cookie
Because
Cutter
we're
is
at
up
like
next.
2 hours.
A
This fucking
techno
event's been
pop
going on
punk
for like
Metroidvania
5 hours. I'm
starring
dying.
A badass android.
My name is Cherry. I'm different than that mass-produced junk.
I think this is one we've seen before as well. I can't remember when, but this feels familiar. Oh, maybe I just saw it on Twitter.
I was built to entertain my creator. Lately, I can't understand what I feel anymore.
You know what I'm thinking. Oh, let me turn it down again. Actually, this is gonna be way too loud. Hang on. Whoa. Yeah. You know what I'm thinking. You all saw it.
They will pay for what they did to her.
Uh-huh. Okay. Hey, the gameplay looks it looks fun. I like the animations and stuff. You know, a lot of the kind of modern stuff, the progressive stuff, you like with everything else, you just gotta sort of tolerate it. Like you can't, if you said like, oh, I'm not playing a game because, you know, it's got loads of weird sexual stuff in it, or it's pushing certain messaging, or hey, you know, there's a trans flag or whatever. It's like you just gotta, like, if you did that with everything, you wouldn't be able to engage in any modern entertainment. You'd just be completely out of the fucking
Cookie
picture,
Cutter
and
is
it's
coming
like,
to
so you just
PC
gotta
in
sort of tolerate
2023.
it.
So head on over to the Steam page.
Move
and
around
hit
it.
that wish list button.
Okay.
You know, if something's really
it's
egregious, and it's like, yeah, I'm
world
just not going to engage with your product.
And fans
But
of
stuff
the
like that looks
classic
cool.
top-down
I can
GTA
I can
games
tolerate. Hey, I'm a millennial, so I can tolerate shit. I've been raised to tolerate, right? I will continue doing that to a degree. I so should have bought Monster Energy drink before this, or like Coca-Cola, meth. I don't know, something just to perk me up, because like I've been going non-stop now for like 2 hours just blabbing. I'm feeling it. Maybe if I dance. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about it on the stream. This is reminding me, like, I've had an idea to do like an active shooter game for ages, and we were coming up with ideas for that after the stream. And like, holy shit, I mean, talk about an edgy subject matter, but I genuinely think that you could make a very exciting, like, well, it's a active shooter. It's actually more like a false flag simulator. It's a game where you're carrying out like the conspiracies, like Mandalay Bay. Like everybody knows, Mandalay Bay was like inside job shit. The story that we were given is not what happened, obviously, and we've had that repeating throughout history. Like most school shooting is fake. Like it happens. I'm not saying in Alex Jones like it didn't happen, but the story of it's a guy and he just went crazy and started shooting people and he's an incel. It's like 9 times out of 10 it's bullshit.
And it's coming.
It's like doing a game around that kind of a subject matter is extremely edgy, but would be very different, would be very interesting. Super red pilling, but there's like loads of mechanical challenges and interesting set pieces and interesting like options and choices that you could give players. So yeah, like a false flag type simulator game. Holy shit.
It's a little bit.
But that might literally get us arrested. And also simultaneously,
don't you think?
that might get us banned off of everything. But simultaneously, that would put us on the map. That absolutely would be a thing. I mean, right now, Project Web's steadily putting us on the map, but that's the thing that would get us, like, in mainstream news talking about us. Like, that's the kind of game where Piers Morgan would invite me to go on a show and talk to him, and he'd go, this is unacceptable, this is outrageous, and I'd, you know, just tell him, fuck yourself, like, yes, like, of course it is. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, do we want to pull the trigger on that, literally? I want to. I think it'd be fucking incredible. I think it'd be amazing. And I think it's what gaming needs a shake-up. Gaming needs a major fucking shake-up. Not just in terms of, like, the game mechanics and everything in the building, but, like, the approach, the aesthetic, like, the edginess. The shit that we had in the 90s. The shit that you would see coming through from, like, Doom and GTA, like, making games, like, a really cool medium, an exciting medium. And the fact that those things also forced other people to do exciting, interesting stuff. It's like, if no one's trying to push boundaries, then you lose the competitiveness that is required to push boundaries, right? Like, it's a cyclical thing. Like, somebody has to step over the line, find some level of success from that, in order to, like, shift the Overton window, shift the level of acceptability for those kind of experiences, so then other people start to step over the line with you. Some of them don't make it as far as you, some of them go way beyond you and go, okay, fuck you, I'm gonna compete with the guys at the top and do something way off, you know, way out of the sticks.
Wait a second, Yuri.
We just don't
Now
have
my
that
spidey
these
sense is
days.
tingling.
What? You mean like?
I think the show's finally over, thank God.
Premiere Spidey Sense?
I think so. I think that's what this is.
I guess that means there's one more thing then.
Don't be Project Web. Don't be VR Spider-Man.
I'm going to tell you
Okay, thank God.
A story about
It's some
three
weird thing about a fox.
extraordinary
Okay.
spirits united to
What?
face the darkness.
Okay, it's about like a samurai stabbing weird blue things. Holy shit! It's oh fuck, I forgot the name. I don't know, Jack. It's that game, you know? By those guys who were cooking up the good stuff. Tim, if you're watching, what was your game called? I forgot the name of it. What was it? Beyond the Blade Sorcery? Beyond the Blade?
Incredible warriors defying fate.
Oh, they are doing that low FPS thing though.
I, Kitsune, spirit of the forest, was a witness and a part.
This guy's eyes are all fucked. My eyes used to be like that. I had to have an operation to fix them. He was just goofy. Fix your eyes, mate. Oh shit, the little cat got killed. That dude's
That
slaying
was The
puss.
Spirit of the Samurai, a stop-motion adventure inspired by Japanese mythology.
Wait, it's stop
Get it on
motion?
your wish lists as it's coming in 2024.
Well, it's safe to say.
Wait, with
this
actual
has
models,
been
or is that
a
stop
blast.
motion, like,
For me, anyway.
in engine?
Thank you so much for being my partner in voice acting, crime fighting, and
I don't know.
show hosting.
That could be interesting.
Oh, you're so welcome, Yuri. Anytime. Literally, anytime you want us back. We'll be
Okay,
there.
okay. To our audience,
I don't
thank
know,
you so
guys.
much for tuning in.
Come
We
back
really
in a year,
appreciate it.
'cause
Also, a big
I'm
shout out
spent.
to our sponsor, Intel, and everybody who worked to make the summer showcase a reality.
Remember that you can find and wishlist every
Man, it's
game
crazy to
seen in
think.
today's
I actually
show
think this
on
is the best
dedicated
showcase so
Future
far.
Game Show
And I know the
Steam
bar
page.
is super
This is where
fucking
you'll
low,
find
but
all
like
of
the
the
Meta
demos.
Showcase,
Just Google
Summer
Future
Games
Game
Fest,
Show Steam.
PlayStation
You can also read more
Showcase,
about
whatever
each
it's
game
called.
on gamesradar.com.
Not
and see
Devolver. The
extra
Devolver
content
one
from
was
our
better. You know, that
editorial
was
team on the dedicated FGS
very
social
like
channels.
2 out of 10
I'm Yuri
experiences
Lowenthal.
from a
And
marketing
I'm Laura
standpoint,
Bailey.
presentation,
And this
the
has
actual
been
products
the
that they were
Future
showing.
Game
But
Show
hey, this
Summer Showcase
this was
2023.
all right. Bye bye, bye bye, lady. You know, it was relatively inoffensive. There was some cool stuff in there. They gave us a lot of content. They gave us a lot of shit to look at. A lot of disappointing things, like that pigeon game that looked cool, but it's like, okay, it's gonna be a free-to-play battle royale from Team 17. Like, okay, immediately disinterested. Yeah, fuck the pigeon game. That looks alright. Gunday, we're gonna do that better with Gunday VR. We already are. I'm not worried. Yeah, moving out. Okay, cool. Yeah, derivative Cuphead. Not good. Not good, guys. Don't just... If you're going to spend years of your life making a game, do not rip off somebody else. Okay, I'm gonna mute this. I'll keep it up on screen for a second. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think of that? I'm gonna go with like 3.5, maybe 4 out of 10. I think every other show I've basically given 3 out of 10s, 2 out of 10s. That was alright. That was okay. Hey, I got a laugh out of it, and it gave me a chance to like ideate on some stuff, so that's okay, I suppose. Could have been a lot better, could have been a lot worse. Again, I'm not a fan of the overall, like... Wait, is the video still playing? Okay, we're on thanks for watching. Is that alright? Yeah. Yeah, just the overall, like, style of presentation with these things. The curated, direct live stream, just cheap, stood in front of a green screen. I'm just not a fan. It just feels very... I've said it with the other showcases, I don't need to rant on this. It's just very unnatural. Everyone seems to have lost their mojo when it comes to marketing. Like, a lot of those trailers, even for the good games, a lot of those trailers were just bad. Just don't get me excited, don't get me interested. Oh, let's see what chat's saying. Good show. Scroll up. L's. A lot of L's. A lot of L's. Okay. Don't care. Let's be honest, nobody's buying this. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was still, I mean, ultimately it was still kind of mid, because that's just where gaming's at these days. Like, there's only a showcase, one of these events can only be as good as, there's an upper limit on it based on how good the games are, how good the marketing materials for those games are. And if those are just sort of mid, then that's as good as the show can get. So for me it's like a 4 out of 10. Maybe like a 3.5. I'm sure everybody else would probably just do the usual like 5, 6 out of 10. Whatever. Okay, so I think we'll wrap it up there. I don't think. Let me just go to full screen mode so you can't. I was just gonna click on my calendar, but then you would see my calendar, and I don't want you to see that. Yeah, there's nothing else today, so we're gonna probably come back for the Xbox Games Showcase tomorrow at 6 p.m. BST, and if we haven't felt like killing ourselves, we'll move on to the PC Gaming Show shortly after that. So I don't know. Let us know. This will be up as a VOD. So if you're watching this on replay, like, let us know what you think. I just, you know, maybe I'm just getting old and I'm approaching death. like I'm probably over halfway through my life. So maybe I'm just a tired old cynical bloke. But it's just the magic is still not there. But hey, great opportunity for Enemy Team. Great opportunity for any other devs who are out there in the sticks wanting to do something different. It's like, there's a massive opportunity right now to reinvigorate gaming and do stuff that's exciting and interesting and pushes boundaries. So I guess it's a good thing. Like I was saying, I was worried that there was going to be a Spider-Man game drop there, and it's like, well, regardless, like whether, and Spider-Man 2's coming, but whether a good Spider-Man VR game is coming or not, like that should just motivate us to do an even better job with what we're doing in Project Web. So nobody's doing that. Great, we can step in and fill those shoes, but we should be welcoming of competition. And ultimately, you know, the gamer in me, and just as a person outside of business, I want to see gaming get better. I want to see movies get better. I want to see things improve. So, hey, if we have a showcase with a load of amazing games, like, okay, from a business standpoint, like, shit, because we got to compete with that. But I'm a human being, I want to see the world be better. I want to see entertainment be better. I want to see products and services be better. It's like, yeah, cool. So, that's not to say that the showcase was a positive, you know, we're not seeing the trend, the trajectory reverse anytime soon. I think it's up to us. But yeah, so you've not been watching an enemy stream, you've been watching a live stream. We'll be back tomorrow 6 p.m. BST. So thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.